Hey Mixies, welcome back to another track. If you're new, my name is Ray. Welcome to Ray's Mixtape, where I drop a new track every week. This is the hair we'll be using, Burmese Curly from Rare Strands, and let's jump right into the mode. I have my hair parted where my part will be, and then I have 4 low braids, and I sewed them up, and I also had a perimeter braid around the front. I used an HD cap, brown. I prefer HD. It's nice and thin and it lays down better than the regular wig caps. Our Burmese curly closures do not come with the band, so it has the extra lace, and I just went ahead and cut that off so that I can go ahead and just kind of measure about where my closure is going to lay so that I can get started on gluing down my cap. Now that I have a good measurement of where my closure is going to lay, I went ahead and marked that out with some glue, sprayed that out, and then went ahead with my real layer of glue. Just 1 layer is good enough. You don't want to apply a lot of layers because we're already going to be applying more layers to glue down the closure. Once that is mostly dry, I went ahead and added my second cap, which would be the black cap, and we're going to sew this around, all the way around where the closure will be and all around the perimeter of our head, so that when we cut off the excess lace, everything is nice and secured and does not move or slide or lift. So this area is where our closure will be, so you can see that I'm sewing around the shape of where it will be, around that, and then I'm going to go around my nape all the way around. Next, I'm going to spray spritz all over everywhere except for where the closure will be. This is going to protect our hair from glue and make sure there's no glue that touches our hair. You want to apply this very heavy spray, spray, spray. Dry it and spray, spray, spray again to make sure there is no glue that gets on your hair. After that, once it's all nice and dry, we're cutting off all the excess cap, and now you can see where we sewed, so hopefully that makes more sense of how we sewed the 2 caps down. And once all the cap is cut off, it should look like you going through a midlife crisis, like you got a fade and you shaved the side of your head and you're just going crazy. Laying the closure. I applied 2 layers of glue just because I knew I would be taking this right off, but it's recommended to do 4 to 6 layers for a really strong hold. I'm not cutting off all of the lace, I just cut a little bit closer so I don't have so much excess lace on my face. And I just went ahead and laid it right on top of the glue and pressed it in really, really good. I'm just going to tie it down while I sew on the rest of the closure. Now it's time to cut off the excess lace. I'm just seeing where the lace is not glued down, and we're going to start there with our razor and just slide it down and cut off all excess lace. Going in with some dark makeup, I'm just going to apply that right on top to blend in that lace, and then I'm going to separate my baby hairs and part out where my part is going to be. I did bleach my knots and tone them. If y'all want to see how I do that, let me know down in the comments. I try not to include stuff that I know y'all probably seen 1,000 times, just so it's not a lot of skipping and my videos are enjoyable to watch all the way through. Now that I have my part where I want it to be, we're going to go ahead and get started with the plucking. So this is my baby hair, and of course I'm not finna have these thick baby hairs on my face. So I'm going to pluck a little bit on my hairline, and then I'm going to pluck out the baby hairs to thin them out as well. The hairline doesn't have to be plucked super plucked because we're doing braids, so it's gonna separate the hairline alone by itself just with the braids. The baby hairs, I'm gonna thin them out a little bit more because I know they're still a little bit thick, but this is good enough for now. Lately, I have been liking to use spritz to melt my lace in, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray that on the lace and tie it down. Then we can get started on the fun part, which will be the braids. So for the braids, you're literally gonna do this just as if it was your hair. I just freestyled. I did like a cross braid type of thing and then kind of just straight braids. Nothing too fancy, but you just want to treat this like it's just your regular scalp, but it's not. And I'm just pre-sectioning out all the braids. I love to do this. I would never in my life braid and then part, braid and then part. Like, this just makes my life so much easier to know exactly how many braids I got, how the braids parts are looking, just everything planned out and ready to go. Bam, it's looking so good. The illusion is illusioning. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And yeah, let's do our track placement, which is pretty simple. I just curve the tracks up just to make sure that the tracks meet up right behind the braids and everything falls seamlessly. And I just kept doing that till the space got smaller and smaller, and now we're here to our last two tracks. So originally I wanted to do dramatic baby hairs, but once I finished it, I realized I did not like it, and it was giving ghetto South Dallas baby doll, and I ain't like it. So I just went ahead and made it into one little swoopity swoop and just left it at that. And yeah, that was the closure look. So now we're going to get into the leave out portion, but the closure was definitely given. I really like this method. If I had no edges or thin hair, or if I just didn't want to deal with trying to blend my real hair with curly hair, I would definitely be doing the closure. So yeah, everybody can participate in the 90s trend. Even if your hairline is not together, you can still get it done. Alright, so I already braided up my hair. I did the exact same pattern as I did on the closure, so I didn't show y'all a whole repeat of that. And as far as the quick weave portion, it's exactly the same. You will place your tracks exactly the same as what we did earlier, but I told y'all my quick weaves come off like a wig, no glue on my hair, so we're just gonna sew this back on as if we was doing a quick weave. Just imagine that we did a quick weave, but yeah, it's the same tracks as we did earlier. I just sewed it on. So just do the quick weave like you would do what we did earlier. And there's a lot of ways you can blend your hair with the Burmese curly. I have so many methods. I think I'm gonna do a video on all the methods at once so that y'all can see. But for this particular day, I did the wand curl method, and I just basically took my hair and the track hair and wand curled it together. I made sure I sprayed hairspray so that my hair would stick with the weave as I wanded, and then I just separated the curls, and that was it. The most easiest blend ever. And you just want to make sure you don't wand it all the way down to the ends. You just wand it past your real hair, and then that's it. Boom, bam. Look at us. Which method? Which one y'all like, closure or leave out? I don't really know, because I'm a leave out girly, but I do like how I didn't have to worry about blending my hair with the closure. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comment who wins, closure or leave out. What kind of girl are you? Let me know down below. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank you for all the new people. Thank you for all my OGs. Thank y'all. I love y'all so much. See y'all in my next video. Bye.